Grant Achatz, Life, on the Line, a chef's story of chasing greatness, facing death, and redefining the way we eat. Delve into the world of exceptional and modern cuisine with Life, on the Line, a chef's story of chasing greatness, facing death, and redefining the way we eat by Grant Achatz. Discover Achatz's journey from his humble beginnings in family-owned restaurants to new heights at renowned culinary establishments, such as the French Laundry. Learn how his experiences in Europe led him to reject conventional fine dining and instead embrace innovative dishes and presentations. Prepare to embark on a roller coaster ride of taste, emotion, and personal growth as Grant faces his most significant challenge, life-threatening cancer, and emerges stronger and more inspired than ever.
Grant Achatz's culinary journey. Grant Achatz's passion for cooking began at a young age, working in his family's successful restaurants. With prior experience, he excelled at the Culinary Institute of America and landed an internship with Chef Jeff Kerr, who taught him fundamental techniques and introduced him to something that changed his life forever. Grant Achatz's culinary journey started at just 5 years old, where he helped in his family's successful small-town restaurants, beginning with the Achatz Café. At the young age of 10, Grant was already cooking eggs for regular customers, and by 14, he was responsible for the opening shift and preparing the restaurant for the day. When Grant attended the Culinary Institute of America in New York City, he already had more experience than most students. Grant's internship at Cygnus in Michigan, a restaurant at the Amway Hotel, was a pivotal point in his life. Chef Jeff Kerr taught him fundamental cooking techniques, including how to break down various animals, fish, and even make prosciutto. After 3 months, Grant showed great promise, and Chef Kerr introduced him to something that would change his life forever. A disappointing mentorship. Grant, a young chef, was filled with excitement when he got a chance to work at Charlie Trotter's kitchen. However, reality hit him hard when he found Trotter to be an unfriendly mentor who offered no chance to learn and was difficult to work with. Despite the toxic and stressful work environment, Grant stuck around until he was convinced that he needed to move on for his own personal growth. Nonetheless, Trotter demanded that Grant work for at least a year, or he can't put the restaurant on his resume. Grant understood but left anyway, feeling disillusioned about mentorships in the culinary industry. Culinary tour to find inspiration. Grant and his girlfriend Cindy embark on a culinary tour of Europe, visiting prestigious 3-star restaurants listed in the Michelin Guide. However, their dining experiences in France were disappointing due to condescending service and overcooked food. The trip reaches its climax and the couple stops for a meal during a bike tour in Tuscany. They discover a warm and friendly Italian woman cooking delicious food, which inspires Grant. The experience not only invigorates him, but also provides the inspiration he needed. The French Laundry experience. After returning to the U.S., Grant sought to revamp his career. He stumbled upon the French Laundry in a 1995 Wine Spectator issue and was captivated by its innovative chef, Thomas Keller. Grant sent numerous letters and finally landed a 2-day trial. Keller, unlike other chefs, actually cooked, mentored, and utilized unexpected ingredients. The stress-free kitchen environment and talented staff enabled Grant to excel, and he cooked dishes that far surpassed those of 3-star European restaurants. He also learned to prepare unique dishes from rare ingredients, like sea urchin and pig ears. Grant's culinary journey. Grant Achatz's progress from bottom rung to head chef in a few years is documented in the book. Grant Achatz's journey from the French Laundry to Trio is chronicled in the book. Grant started as a commis at the famous restaurant and worked his way up to a line cook in 2 years. He learned to bottle wine the traditional way and ultimately became the sous chef at that place. He had the chance to see the legendary El Bulli restaurant in Spain, which was exciting. He saw how they prepared dishes that were seemingly contradictory, like uncooked trout roe in perfectly fried tempura batter and hot apple gelatin. Grant was fascinated by how these dishes could be prepared and was more motivated to start his own place after his trip. When Grant came back to the United States, he got an offer to join Trio as its head chef. As a result of his 7-course test dinner, he was granted total control to reshape American fine dining at that restaurant. The book chronicles Grant's upward climb from the bottom rung to the top of the culinary ladder in under 5 years. Grant's vision for modern cuisine. After leaving the French Laundry, Grant Achatz put together a team to clean and remodel Trio's kitchen. He was determined to create his own version of modern cuisine and make Trio a food destination for the Midwest. Grant developed 3 menus, including an avant-garde tasting menu for more daring customers. Despite months of breaking even, Trio eventually received rave reviews, giving Grant the freedom to experiment with incorporating all the senses in his cuisine. He collaborated with designer Martin Kastner to create experimental serviceware, such as the tripod for his frozen lavender dessert. In 2004, Trio was at its peak, and Grant released his most ambitious menu to date, featuring 26 courses that utilized unique pairings and sensory experiences. The Birth of Alinea. Grant Achatz, a chef with a unique vision for food, partnered with businessman Nick Kokonas to bring his vision to life. Together, they opened Alinea in April 2005, which quickly became a success despite criticisms from food writer Frank Bruni. The Chicago Tribune gave a glowing 4-star review, and Gourmet magazine named it the top restaurant in America. Overcoming cancer with Cetuximab. Grant, a renowned chef, was diagnosed with stage 4 mouth cancer that required the removal of his tongue, jaw, and neck. Despite being at a loss without his tongue, he found hope in Dr. Vokes, who recommended Cetuximab as a treatment option. This new drug combined with targeted radiation treatment saved Grant's life but came at a cost. It caused him to lose 50 pounds, hair, ability to taste, and suffer from acne. However, he continued working and even managed to make his restaurant's food better than before. His experience is a testament to the impact of innovative cancer treatments, supporting the need for continued research and development to fight this disease. A chef's journey to success and slowing down. Grant Achatz, a renowned chef, won the James Beard Award for Best Chef in America while recovering from lymph node surgery. After contemplating opening a new restaurant in New York or Las Vegas, he slowed down and spent time with his family, allowing inspiration to come naturally. This led to the creation of Next, a restaurant that focuses on a new cuisine each season. Through his recovery, Achatz learned to appreciate life and focus on what's important.
Grant Achatz's incredible journey in life on the line illuminates not only his mastery of modern cuisine, but the determination and resilience that defines him. Having shown great promise from an early age, Grant's career takes him from simple family restaurants to renowned establishments worldwide. This summary invites readers to experience both Achatz's culinary triumphs and personal trials as he faces a life-altering diagnosis, and ultimately emerges more inspired than ever. Throughout it all, he continues to push the boundaries of modern cuisine and challenges the way we eat, reflecting on the world around us and the holistic message of the book. Prepare to be inspired by not just his culinary innovation but also the resilience of the human spirit.